Welcome back to the podcast Inside Dubai Real Estates. So today we are going to discuss something very curious that a lot of investors want to know: flipping properties in Dubai. This is a very popular strategy in cities like UK, New York. But does it actually work in Dubai? And how to do it right? So to let us know, Mr. Wahid is with us back on the channel. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Ansiva.
Okay, he is an expert in both the markets, UK and Dubai. So, Mr. Wahid, flipping properties, buying them in a lower prices and selling them in higher prices and making a quick profit. But does it so simple? How does it sound?
Not quite. Flipping can be very profitable, but only if you understand the market trends, cycles, and renovation costs. Dubai is a unique market. Some areas appreciate faster than others, and certain projects have higher investors' demand. So it's about timing and strategy rather than just buying or selling.
Okay, so let us break it down first. What is exactly property flipping?
Flipping is when an investor buys a property below market value, hold it for a short period of time between, let's say, 12 to 18 months, and then sells it for a higher price. There are actually two main ways to flip: buying off plan and selling before the handover, where a buyer is buying from a developer at early stages with very low prices, and then they sell it premium before the project is completed. So this is the first way. Secondly, they can buy ready properties, do some renovations, and then put it to the market to make a premium on that.
So let's start with off-plan strategy. Why do investors prefer this?
Off-plan strategy is very popular because investor initially requires very less capital upfront, and then eventually they get very high appreciation. So the developers launch projects with payment plans, so buyer can secure a property with as little as, let's say, 10 to 20% down payment. And if demand rises, they sell their unit before the handover. Sometimes even they double their initial investments.
Okay, that sounds very great, very interesting as well. But what's the biggest risk in off-plan property flipping?
Yes, there are. I would say there are two types of risks. The first one is delayed projects and market slowdowns. So if demand drops, you might struggle to sell, or worse, prices could go down. That's why it's crucial to choose the right project, one in the prime locations with high investor interest, and also to make sure that you buy with the right developers with a good track record of deliveries.
Okay, got it. Now what about the renovation and flipping ready properties?
Yes, that's a great strategy. If you find underpriced homes in older communities, in ready communities, you buy a unit that's outdated, renovate it with modern interiors, and you can sell it with a very good price.
That makes sense, but I would also like to know, how much does the renovations cost in Dubai?
It depends. If you're going for a basic renovations, probably doing a flooring or painting or minor upgrades, it could be between 50,000 to 60,000. But if you go for a full remodel, like kitchen, bathrooms, luxury finishes, it could go up to 200,000, I would say. But if done right, the resale price can increase by 20 to 30% eventually.
Okay, now I want to move further. The one and only $1 million question: how do you find a property?
Very, very good question. You should be looking at distressed sales where owners are selling below market value due to financial reasons, mortgage payments, or some other commitments. Or you can go to the older communities, villas or apartments in areas like, you can say, Greens or Jumeirah Islands, which have been handed over like 10 years ago. And with an upgradation, we have seen people made between 40 to 45%. So the third one I would say is developer incentives. Some new projects like, you can say, tier 2 developers, they're offering post-handover payment plans.
Okay.
Which attracts buyer at a resale. Also, buying at the launches will get you the lowest ticket price. So when you flip, With a reputable developer, it's a guaranteed profit.
When you come to selling, how to ensure maximum returns, maximum profit?
Well, it is a sequence of actions, let's say starting from staging the property, where you stage, where you design your property, keeping the budget in your mind, where you don't over budget your stuff. So the next stuff is where you take the pictures, you do a good presentation of your apartment, of your property. The third thing is finding a right and strong agent with an expertise in that particular areas. There are agents, there are experts in their relevant areas. So find a professional and an expert for that particular area. So all this course of actions will ensure that you get maximum profits.
Okay, this is such an insightful and knowledgeable part we have got to learn. But let's move to the final and the last question. Is still flipping properties in 2025 worth it?
It's absolutely one of the best strategy, I would say. Dubai is seeing huge demand from international investors, and new projects are selling very, very fast. If you pick the right strategy, you can make great returns on it. Just remember, flipping is not about gambling. It's about right calculated risk and calculated investments.
Oh, love that, sir. Thank you for sharing your expertise. The viewers who are looking forward to flipping properties in Dubai, you can reach out to us for the professional guidance. And as well, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Do drop them your queries in the comment section below. So,
see you in the next video.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. Happy investing.